Hi, gorgeous. This is episode number 104. You are listening to Hard Sales Podcast, and I'm your host, Christine Schlonski. I am super excited that you are here today. And in case you have not yet, we have just released the anniversary issue. This includes the first 100 podcast episodes, including the headlines, who was interviewed, as well as the 3 key points from that interview. So you can use that as a tool into your toolbox. So whenever you're looking for a certain speaker or for a certain topic, you can just use the anniversary issue to really get fast into that topic, to be inspired, motivated, and obviously to take massive action. Thank you so much for being here on Hard Sales Podcast. All the podcast episodes are available at christineschlonski.com in the podcast tab. And today I'm super excited because I want to pick up the topic of leadership that Dov Baron started this week. And I want to remind you that you as a coach, an entrepreneur, a healer, a creative, or whatever your background is, whatever you are selling, you need to lead your clients. Because when a client finally makes a decision to talk to you, to have the conversation, to see if you are a fit, you need to lead them. And by leading, I don't mean to push them into a sale, to make them buy. I mean to lead them, to really show them the potential of the offer you are going to make. So by showing your client the potential, that is when your expertise comes to play, because that is the reason the client came to you in the first place. They are seeking for support. And depending on where they are in their own journey, they might need support rather quickly. So your job really is to be the leader. And as Dov Baron said, you can't lead others if you can't lead yourself. So being really assertive in the conversation is one element you really need to consider. If you are not certain about your offer, about your price, about how you are going to structure or how you are going to package so that you can show up with full confidence in the client's conversation, you really need to do some homework. You really need to get clear, because only when you believe in your own product, the client has the opportunity to believe in what you are offering. So today, my invitation for you is to really sit down and ask you those questions. Am I really clear on my offer? Do I have what it takes to really support another person to get the results? Will I deliver so much more value than I am asking as a money exchange? Am I able to show the potential client where and how they can work with me so that they see the potential themselves? Because often, especially as coaches, we do see the value, we do see the potential in others, but they're in their own little box, so they can't read the outside. While you are looking from the outside in, it is easier for you to see that. And I'm quite sure we all had it. I have it with my coaches all the time, that I'm not seeing something, but they do. That's why I always have support groups, mastermind mentors, coaches along my path so that somebody can show me what I am not seeing. And, sometimes it's so obvious, but still, somebody needs to tell you, somebody needs to help you to see something in a certain way that you haven't seen it before. So get really clear on your offer. What do you offer? What is the value? What are people getting out of it? And once you got that clarity and the structure, it will be so much easier to really enjoy a fun conversation instead of a sales conversation, because you can listen to your client, you can observe how he or she reacts. You can see their facial expressions if it's live or via Zoom or Skype, or you can really, really hear it in their voice. So this might require a little bit of training, right? If you have not done a lot of those conversations yet, you really need to train. You need to practice, right? When I started my sales career so many years back, I didn't really hear the difference in the voice. I couldn't really tell like what kind of mood was the person in when I was calling. Was I coming at a perfect time with my call, or was I like a big distraction and just needed to call back at a later time? So when you set up your client calls and you have that clarity, it will be so much easier to lead them into the conversation. And I really lead. I mean, you listen, right? If you talk more than your client in a sales call, in a /fun call, then that's not a good sign. You need to ask the right question. And with your questions, you are actually leading. So opening up that space for your potential client to express themselves, to talk about the challenges they are having, the pain they are experiencing, and where they want to go. That really helps them to get clarity. And with your questions, you just need to lead them so they can see that they definitely need support, and ideally that they need your support if it is a perfect match. If not, if you know me a little bit longer, you know I would point them to another person or to another resource, because I'm only taking clients on board that are really soulmate clients, that I know I can support them, and that it is really, really clear for me, because I'm looking always for my next success story. I'm looking always for those people that I would love to hang out with, that I would love to become friends with, that I enjoy spending time with. So wherever you are on your journey, getting that clarity first is so, so crucial, and will really help you in your business to thrive, because you can say no to people and you can say yes. And both are really, really powerful decisions that you can make once you own that leadership piece. Once you show your potential clients where to go, what to do, and then making an invitation, it will be much easier for them to make a decision. Because what I experienced is that often people are not clear in the communication. They give way too many choices for the client that they can pick from, and a confused mind never buys. So your job as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as a salesperson is to get really, really clear, to show your potential client the path they can take, and then to make an invitation. And that invitation needs to come from a place of total confidence. And total confidence comes from A, clarity, and B, from having practiced a while, so that you know what to ask for, what to look for, so that you can provide the best and most value there is for this person. Because when you go down that path, you will have one success story after the next, after the next, after the next. And nothing makes me more happy, for example, if I'm getting a personal message saying like, whoa, I closed my first high ticket client. And, then going down that path and seeing what is delivered and everybody being happy, right? Because that will change not only your clients' lives, but it will also change your life as well. So just a little recap, make sure you're really, really clear on what you offer, on how you package, on how you show up, and know that before you pick up the phone to have that conversation, you have to own your leadership. You are the leader. The client comes to you because you have something they don't have. So your job is to lead the way, and if it's a fit, to make an invitation at the end. While your client's job is, in this case, to follow, to understand, to get all the information they can to make an informed decision. And then at the end of the conversation, you need to have a clear yes or clear no. because maybes will just drag you down over time and take your energy. But maybes are probably no's. It's really rare that somebody who says maybe comes back with a strong yes at a later point. So don't waste your time with the maybes. Own your leadership and lead them either into a yes or a no. And you can do that without being pushy, without being salesy, with asking the right questions, with listening, with having them talk, having them express, and you are just guiding them. And then when it's a match, obviously you make your offer and you invite them to work with you. So I really hope that this is helpful and that you are getting something out of this advice, because it has served me very, very well over the years of listening, practicing how to listen, just really being quiet in the conversation and not preparing my answers while I was listening, but really listening because I wanted to hear and not because I wanted to be prepared for my best answer, right? It's always a call where two people get together and you as the person that makes the offer, you as the leader have to lead, and you have to provide the space for your potential client to unfold, to grow in the conversation and to get most value out of it. And when it's a match, they will buy. If it's not a match, send them somewhere where they can get what they are looking for. And they will be happy and might refer clients to you at a later stage. Always ask yourself, how can I serve best? And always make sure that you are leading the conversation, because as an entrepreneur, you are a leader. I really hope that helped. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this beautiful world. For the transcripts, the show notes, the key points, hop on over to christineschlonski.com, and I'm saying bye for now.